Today on Kev's List, Kevin Kilbane is going to help you out with which games you must not miss at the Euros in the group stage. So let's get to your 5 top games of the group stage, Kev.
Yeah, number 1 is England against Serbia. Now, I think you maybe look at it overall, you probably think, yeah, England should dominate Serbia. But I think this gives us a gauge for what England are going to do across the tournament. England are historically slow starters to tournament. They're not necessarily build their fans with confidence. I don't know what you're thinking yourself within that, Luke. But I think this gives us a gauge. England have got such a talented squad. And I think if they turn up in this game against Serbia, we may see fireworks from England across it. Second, or number 4, should I say, what a game. This is like, every time I see Croatia playing, I'd love to watch them. It could be the swan song for Luka Modric. But against Italy, who are, of course, coming into the tournament as champions, but haven't been great since the tournament, since the Euros in 2020. They've not necessarily maybe reached the heights that they got to. So this is maybe a bit of a gauge to see where Italy are as well across. I think they'll get out of the group. I think it's a tough group for them, but I do think they'll get out. And let's see when they get out what they can do. Number 3. Start of the tournament. What a start I think it is. I think Steve will be getting excited about this one. He's excited about it now. I know he is. But what a start to the tournament it is. Against the host nation, let's see what they can do. Germany, big favourite, or one of the favourites coming into the tournament. Such a talented side that they've got. Can they actually mould this talent that they've got within them to go on to glory at home? But Scotland, it'll be a good gauge for Scotland to see what they can do, because they need to, I feel they need to maybe get something from this game, Luke, if they are going to get out. Now, that's going to be no mean feat, but I think if they can do that, I think they've got a good chance of getting out into the knockout stages. What a game. This just sends pulses racing, doesn't it? What a game this is. Spain v Italy. As I said, it's a tough group in with Croatia as well. It's going to be a tough group. But as we've seen in previous tournaments, they regularly meet each other, Luke. It's incredible the amount of times they've met each other in major tournaments. A semi-final from Euro 2020, in which Italy, of course, got through. But I think with Spain's young squad that they've got developing, and against Italy, who have not necessarily got the same sort of talent on pitch or on the show, but can they actually grind something and get something against Spain? Such an intriguing game to watch. This is the must-watch game, I feel, though, as well, for sheer talent from both sides. France, of course, one of the favourites alongside England, Germany and Spain as well. But France, I feel, in probably having the best player at the tournament in Kylian Mbappe. It'll be interesting to see what Netherlands do against them. Do they maybe go a little bit more defensively? They're probably going to play a back 3, Luke. I think that's the way it's going to be for them. Do they sit in a little bit, trying to play a counter-attacking way? There's enough talent within Netherlands' side to really hurt France, and it's such an intriguing game for me. That's my number 1. I'm really looking forward to Netherlands-France in the Euros, yeah.
Slightly surprised to see Serbia against England on the top 5 games of the group stage. Well, I would watch maybe 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different games before Serbia-England in terms of its importance and interest.
I think we had to put in England for one simple reason, and I put the first one is England will get out of the group. If they don't get out of the group, I think, well, serious questions have got to be asked about them. They should do the talent that they've got. But I think this game, in my opinion, gives us a gauge. More so, you should have your eyes on that one above any game, Luke, because that will give us a gauge for what England are going to do. Formality?
It's a formality.
OK, we'll see.
I'm liking this one. Germany-Scotland, the opening game of the tournament. The Tartan Army will be out in full force. Yes. Of course, Scotland have never made it out of the group stage, so I don't know why you think they might now.
But they're in form, though, Luke. They're in form coming in.
But you've got these two the wrong way round, surely. The 2012 final, Spain against Italy. You talked about how many times we've seen this game, how good it is, and yet it's not as good as Netherlands-France.
No. I think France are the best team at the tournament. Squad depth, the players that they've got. I think they could have picked 40 players that would have easily gone into the starting 11 and you wouldn't have maybe asked too many questions of it. Against Netherlands, who aren't necessarily in a position that they were maybe 15, 20 years ago. I think that's accepted, but they are getting back to where they are. I think they're a solid side. I think there's enough talent within them. And I think if I'm looking at both squads, talent for talent, I think there's more talent on show in Netherlands, France than there is in Spain v Italy.
Germany, the hosts, of course. It all kicks off in Munich with this Germany-Scotland game on the 14th of June. Germany, the 3-time winners of the Euros, but they haven't won it since 1996. Can they do it this time around on home soil?